Hello, lovely people, citizens of the internet. I'm back again. If you're enjoying this content, make sure you drop a like below, or drop a comment, like, whatever. I'm failing at this intro thing. We're back again for some more GPT coding, ChatGPT coding. So let's get a start and see what we can get GPT to do. Previously on Coding with GPT, or whatever we're calling this, we made a drawing tool that allows us to pick a color. Let's pick a color we can see. We can draw with it. We can change the size. Draw with it. That's totally cool. Way cool. Now, then we made a dragon. Okay, it's not good at everything. It's not good at drawing, GPT-3, great at drawing. ChatGPT, not so much. We made a game. Actually, I did that afterwards, but I just said, make a game in my web browser. And here it is. This is it. It just spit out the code in like a minute. It's crazy. Okay. Now, it's not much of a game. There's no interaction. I can't click on the ball or anything. It just... But it's there. Okay. So, we got a new session there. What can we do with it? So many interesting things to do. Let's give this a moment of thought. Let's have it write a song. Okay, it didn't like that. A MIDI file that plays a song. It is not wanting to be creative today. Okay. Maybe it'll write a Christmas song. Probably not. It's thinking about it though. No. I'm sorry. I'm not that guy. Yes, you are. Okay. Let's try again. Oh no. Maybe I need to ask it how I do it. I was going to play a MIDI file. It writes every other. It's not into MIDI. Okay. We're going to get it to write something in MIDI. How do I a MIDI song? Maybe it's going to think file. Maybe it needs me to ask it to write a song using MIDI. No, MIDI is a language. Am I right? Yes, I'm right. Songs are music is language. Am I right? I'm right. So it should be able to do this. It's a language model. You can handle it. It doesn't even know. It thinks MIDI you have to have a sequencer program. You don't. You're not MIDI in a text editor. Save it as a .MIDI. MIDI is text. Seeing what it does. Yeah. Like these are. It should be able to do this. Maybe it just doesn't know anything about music. It's got to know about music. Oh my word. It just refuses. Maybe it's because MIDI is actually binary. It shouldn't matter though. I have trouble outputting it though. Know what a scale is. It's like I would think it would be quick on this stuff. Like a major scale, yeah. It's intervals, blah blah. These are intervals, blah blah blah. Whole. There's a whole half. Whole half is a major. Or 2 2 1 2 2 2 1. It's not handling this well. Okay. Music theory. It's not good at music theory. Okay. Do you know what a major scale is? See, I thought it should, and it's like, yeah, okay. And why you perfect, okay. Can you I'm sorry. Yep, MIDI is text based. I mean, yes and no. It's zeros, it's numbers, but you should be able to handle it. Like, for reals. You should be able to handle it. Can you a web page that MIDI? Maybe try back in a little bit. That's the same exact thing. I could just said try again. Too many requests. Please slow down. Reset the thread. Okay. Sometimes it just loses its brain. Um, well, we're cheating a little bit. It's telling me how, but it's not actually. Okay, I just want to copy and paste text. That's the rule here. We have to just copy and paste. We can like copy selectively and paste selectively. Like if we made an edit and it made changes, we can just copy the changed parts if we need to. But we have to just copy and paste. No, nothing else. There's an example. I love it. It's got like headings and paragraphs and to do. No, that's nice though, because we can to do it, right? Um, okay. So we're gonna do this. This is our first project. Save as. Let's make a new folder inside here. New folder. MIDI. Okay. Well, yeah. We're gonna. Yeah. Rename that. Rename. No .html on the back of that. That's silly. Okay. Okay. And sorry, save as again. .html. There we go. We got some to-dos in here. Okay, so right now, delete that. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Convert to MIDI. MIDI output goes here. Cool. I'll be right back. I got kiddos. Implement. Text parsing. Hold on, I gotta check on something. All good, all good. Okay. Let's see. Oh, that broke itself again. Hold on. I touched the button. This really is a nuisance. Camera scale. 1. Close. Probably put it at 0.5 and that would be fine. A non-zero number. I should try that thing out. Sorry, one moment. There we go. Okay. Now we just pull the sides down narrow. And we are good. Let's shrink it down a little bit. That was what we were doing anyway. Okay. And each line is split into individual tokens. Okay, cool. I mean, that should theoretically, we'll see. We're just gonna post that in here. And let's prettify this. Duh. I need to find a better editor in Linux. Wait a second. Do we have mismatched parentheses? Yeah, we have mismatched parentheses. Yeah, this isn't gonna run. Let's just take out the mismatched parenthesis and hit a save and reload this. Convert that to MIDI. I mean, nothing happens now. I think we would need to say A2, B3, C4. Oops. D2, E4, F7, G2. Convert to MIDI. Now, I think maybe if we hit an F12, we might learn that we have an uncaught syntax error. Expect an expression and we got a closed parenthesis. That's not what I wanted. Here we go. Line 67. Or sorry, line 16. Yeah, that's an erroneous. Thing else. Line 69. Does that match to anything? Button, add event, click, function. Okay, it matches that. Okay, let's see what this matched. Okay, what did this match? Oh. Okay, my bad. Save. Okay. My mistake. That was supposed to be there. The output goes here. Okay. So now, can we implement MIDI conversion? What are we doing? Yeah, implement. I mean, it's cool. It actually knows MIDI once it decides to know MIDI. Okay, now I have a feeling this is not going to. Well, it's going to take MIDI as text and convert it to MIDI output, which is fine. Oops. I hate this keyboard. Function. Not you. You're fine. You. 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 There we go. Keep it all pretty. Okay, now, see, this doesn't mean anything to MIDI. These are bogus nonsense to it. So I have to like actually write. No, I should actually C4, but I would need a. What's it even parsing on? Let's look back. It tokenizes off of what? Splits it on new lines. Seriously, new lines? Okay, we're going to change that. So we are allowed to debug for it, I think, because otherwise I have to say on the parse input, I need to split on spaces and lines. Yeah, you need to split on spaces and commas or hyphens. Um, but this looks legit enough. So now we just need to implement the MIDI output. See how it does there. And yes, it puts up with my bad spelling and it spells implement correctly. Here's how it might be implemented. And oops. If okay. Oh, now we're gonna have to add a way to select a MIDI device. So bear with us. That's next. Let's see, tab, 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 tab. Oh, tab, tab, tab. Okay. So we need to add a selector. Yeah. This is like, so what this is, if you actually know what you're doing, more or less, if you have a general idea of how things work, which is where I'm at. I couldn't write this code, but I can look through it and be like, that all looks legit. So let's see how it works. And it's, APIs that are like, should, um, oh, it even adds the drop down. That's amazing. Like in the JavaScript, it's adding the drop down. Like, tell me that's not fantastic. I wasn't going to do it that way. I was going to go edit the HTML. Like, that made sense to me. Yes, formatting code is not fun, but whoops. Where does this match to? There. Okay. Let's see if how much of it that does and what bugs out. Okay, we didn't get our drop down. We do have an error. MIDI converter. MIDI access is not a function. Okay. Ah. Yeah, there's a good chance that this isn't even a thing it can do. Let's go ahead and pull up. I don't even know if this is a thing it can do. Should be my drop-down menu, but it's mad because it says that that's not a legit thing it can do. Um, uh, there. Increase that. Here's my access method. Navigator object. This method is part of the Web MIDI API, which is our relatively new API that allows web pages to access and control MIDI devices. So Web MIDI API is not supported by all web browsers. It may not be available on the browser you're using. To determine if the Web MIDI API is supported by your browser, you can check the compatibility information on the Web MIDI API page. Is this a real page? If the Web MIDI API is not supported by your browser, you'll need to use a different browser, different approach. MIDI access, secure context. This feature is available only in secure context, HTTPS, or in some or all supporting browsers. The MIDI access interface for listing MIDI input and output devices, and obtaining access to those devices. Okay, so is it because I didn't make it an HTTPS? Do I need to just rename it? Save this, close this, open this, rename this. No, that doesn't make HTTPS, does it? Okay. How do I run a file Any. It's thinking hard about this one. This is where it's gonna die. It's gonna, I can't do it, man. It gave me the right page, and it doesn't have internet access. So I'm guessing that page was there then. It didn't just guess, because that's pretty specific. Like it was in the information it was trained on. It's gotta have been, or linked somewhere. It's thinking hard on this one though. Let's give it a minute. Um, yeah, it should run. I would think it would run in secure context, but um, Firefox preview browser support. So I might have to update to a preview Firefox browser, or from version 79 behind that DOM web MIDI enable preferences needs to be set to true. Okay, so error occurred. Okay, never mind. So this is not his fault. I've got to go to here. Grab a new tab. I gotta start closing tabs here in a minute. That's okay. About config. Yep. Accept the risk. Yep. And that's the preference I'm looking for. DOM web MIDI. We'll search for web MIDI. True. Okay, now let's try to reload the page. Does the error go away? Yes. Do I have any drop downs? No. There must not be any. That's okay. We can theoretically fix that if we get one of these. What is this happy looking one down here somewhere? Oh, me if looking audio. I don't remember. Yeah, Yoshimi just like is available to all. It just uses everything. So let's try reloading the page with Yoshimi running. Still doesn't. I don't get any errors, so that's good. MIDI converter.html. Request MIDI access is not a function. It should be. Try one more time, and then if that doesn't work, we'll move on. There we go. Oh, geez, web server. Install and configure web server. I don't want to do all that. Sorry. So this was cool and all. We're not gonna do that. It's just that's cool. I think it's as far as we're gonna push this for now. This wouldn't have worked, by the way. This text, because it wants like A2, which would be like a high A, right? Or is that a low? That's a low A. Sorry, it'd be a low A, and then it would need a duration, so 23, and then it would need a new line, right? I can't even put new line characters in this. Gotta change to a different kind of dialog box because I can't put new lines in here. They don't work. So definitely you need some brains of your own. You're not just gonna throw ideas at this guy and make them work, right? Unless you have a brain and you can dig in and be like, oh, this isn't, and you have to have some domain knowledge, right? Like, this isn't going to parse to valid MIDI. And it parses, it breaks it into a line per input, and then it says the note velocity. So it would say, it's not going to read through this. It doesn't parse on commas. I'd probably parse it on commas, not lines, because writing a song parsed on lines is going to be like this huge long column, right? This should be a scrolling field, not just a line of text. And especially if you're going to be putting in new lines, right? It's just like not very context aware. So that's going to be a problem. But no, this is, I think, really impressive in general. Like it put the skeleton in place, and I can't run it without running on a web server, and I don't feel like setting up a web server on my local machine, or I'm going to do one soon, but I don't feel like setting one up right now at this instant. So yeah, I don't have a web server just sitting here to throw this on. So this is going to have to wait. That's a project for another time. I've got to pick it up at school in an hour. So, well, hour and a half. So yeah, that's not something we have time for right now, but that's cool project. And this dragon, like, he's so much better than the other dragon, which wouldn't load in the dragon. And I don't remember what I did to get it to draw this one, but he's actually like some shapes. The other one was just like square, triangle. I can show it to you. It's here. Also, it doesn't open the web browser. Here's the head. Here's the body. These red dots are the eyes, and this is the tail. I mean, that's a dragon. There are definitely things it's bad at. Like, undeniably bad. Just, it's just bad. But this turned out really nicely. It is drawing lots and lots of individual strokes, which is fine. I don't think those all get saved to the DOM, right? They just are drawn to the canvas and then they're gone. So that's fine. This one is fine. It's like so easy to do, and it works without trouble. We're just going to reset this thread. We might dig into something more along those lines later. But anybody out there? Oh, hi, I actually have a comment. And I can't read it. And OBS just completely obliterated the doc. So let's give everybody some sort of crazy, that's better, docs. Turn chat off and on again. Nope, OBS ate the doc. Well, commenter, I'm sorry, but OBS ate my chat, so I cannot see it. Hold on, let me pull my phone up, see if I can see it on there. I'm so used to not having any chat interaction, wasn't even paying attention. So your videos live. Nope. Home. Here we go. Your channel. Live. Live. Let's mute that. Nope. Cool stuff. Okay, and I can't read that. Okay, so I will keep this up here on my phone so I can see any chat. Sorry, I can't read. I read English, unfortunately. I mean, it's good I read English, but it'd be nice if I, anyway, you get the point. So another thing to do, let's make it do something a little bit, what was my next idea? I had another idea. Okay, I have a hard drive. It's got a bunch of files on it. I want to be able to make a script that just copies all the unique files, right? So let's just ask it to do that. I can't actually test this properly because the hard drive's not plugged in right now, but let's see if it can write a script and if it looks like it'll work. Write a script to copy all unique files in a folder to folder and its subfolders. We'll just list to, because we can list them and then we can copy them. We actually want to take all files in a subfolder, right? Or all, we have a folder. We want to look it through the whole folder and get one unique copy of each file to each file in a folder, subfolders, ignoring duplicates. Okay, import OS, import. This is what? Python again? It likes Python. I think it's Python. Yeah. Yeah. Ignoring duplicates, it uses a directory to store the file names of the files that have already been copied and only copies a file if its file name is not already in that directory. I mean, that's sort of. I want to pay attention to the file content, not the name or metadata, right? So I want all unique files, not all unique named files, because I could have the same picture and name it A and B. So let's try. Copies. use the file determine see how that works. Okay, so we're set the source destination directories. Yeah, create a file name, an entry register for the file names, loop through all the files. Get the contents. This is going to be like super. So we're going to loop through the contents and put them in a file. So check if the file's contents are already in the array. Oh my word, that's going to take a. You're going to make an array. You're not just going to save the location, you're going to copy all the files. It's just like I forget. It's like 4 gigs of data or whatever. You're just gonna copy 4 gigs of data files into the memory, into RAM, as a. I mean, it would work, right? Um. Can we use a hash into of hash for the content I don't know. Do not want to copy entire directory to RAM. If you don't want to copy the entire directory to RAM, you can modify the script to use temporary files to store the file content instead of storing them. Okay, can we use a hash entire file contents? I should have said use a hash function. Like, throw it at MD5 or something, you know? Yes, you can use a hash function to calculate a unique value for each file's contents. This can be more efficient because hashes are smaller, so they will take up less space and be faster to compare. Here's an example of how to modify the previous script to use a hash function. Okay, there we go. There's our, let's see if it looks like it'll work. There's our directory. We make the directory. We create a temporary file to store the hashes. We loop through. We do an MD, well, no, SHA256 sum, okay? With the file, and then we check if the file's hash is already in the temporary file. Okay, well, how do we try this? We have to create files, right? Okay, so we need the script. Copy the code, paste it in here, and we're going to save it as okay, so we've got our file. Now, do that from Dolphin? Put it in here, because, you know, that's where it should be, right? Actually, I think we put it in here. No, we didn't. Where did we put it? Copy unique. Is it in our home folder? Look at all the garbage in here. Copy unique.sh. Okay. Well, let's cut that and let's move it up here into the correct folder. Okay. Now, can I make it executable from here? Run it in console. Couldn't find. Check your profile settings. No such file or directory. Okay. It's just I'll open a console. There we go. Now we have to go CD. Okay, and now we want to say, well, I think I still need to do chmod on here if I want to do anything. Hey, it's smart. It knows exactly what I need to write. It's faster to paste. It would be faster copy and paste if I were faster to copy and paste. Chmod. And that's the wrong word. So copy unique. Okay. Enter. Oh, we gotta run sudo. Helps to type the right words. Indeed it does. All right. So that's done. And now we just have to // it. So we just say /, well, I don't need a sudo nano. I'm in the, I have it open right here. Okay. So we'll just say that source directory is just a local directory. Oh. Yeah, we can discard that. We will. Okay, and we'll just change our source directory. No. Okay, now, why did I have that all the way down? That's okay, it doesn't matter. Let's open here real quick and let's copy this. Dragons. Okay, so now we have dragon and dragons. And I think if we do // /MIDI, no such file directory, converter. Pad.html. Well, that's interesting. Oh, it's having trouble with anything with a space. It's not parsing spaces properly. And I don't see a another directory. I don't see a destination directory. Should be a destination directory, but I don't think it makes a destination directory, so might have to make a new directory called destination or dest, right? So we just say new folder, folder destination. Okay, now let's try to run that again. Okay, so we got some no suches. Nothing going into. Okay. Fix it so it can spaces in file names. Because I'm a lazy guy and I feel like going through and doing some simple fixing. I feel like it should be simple anyway. Just around file names, quotes in the script, for example, instead of this, do yeah, but it's not okay. So you just surround the file names with quotes when using them in other commands. Okay, so that's not too bad. But oh, here's a complete script. Okay. Well, shoot, if you're gonna give me the complete script, then oh, I named that wrong. The source is gonna be we're just gonna do the local directory. Everything in the local directory. That way we got dragon and I thought we had dragons. Did we make a copy of dragon and call it dragons? Rename? No. Copy. Paste. Dragons. Oh. Now we got 2 copies. Okay. I don't know why it ended up down there. That's fine though. Okay, now we should be able to run this code. Oh, we gotta rename this. I could rename it in the script, but whatever. DST. That's, yeah, overwrite. Oh, there's already a DST directory? Or we just made a DST directory. Okay, close this. Let's try running it again. Okay, it didn't crash. It was fast. I mean, it wasn't doing much now, was it? Okay, Dolphin, do we still have a destination directory? We're in the destination directory. And the destination directory has all the files in it. Okay, smile, smile. Dragons. And only dragons. Okay, it worked. So there's our script. It worked. Almost with no troubleshooting. I mean, I'm an idiot kind of troubleshooting, but that was my fault, not its. Yeah. The source file and destination folder have to exist. But I could even put the destination inside the source and it was not a problem. So, cool. Now, let's look at this one more time. Okay, it puts all the files in one folder, so you lose any sorting. Can I make it maintain directory structure? Uh, okay. So, could I have probably coded this faster if I was efficient with the tools? Yes. Am I efficient with the tools? No. Do I need to be efficient with tools anymore? I don't think so. I mean, use a script to save a file, make it executable, then destination as a source directory and copy unique files to their corresponding directories in the destination file. Now, what I'm curious about, if I have a duplicate file in two folders, will it make both files? So that's what we're going to find out. So let's copy the code. Let's pull up our editor. We'll open our unique copy script, paste that in and save it. We'll delete. No, we're going to use destination, and our new will be we'll do test and dest. I'm going to put an E in it because, like, that's just good. Okay. So now here we got to rename DST to TEST. Rename. And then we're going to make a new folder. So we're going to call DEST. And then inside test, I'm going to create a new folder, call it A. And create a new folder. Call it B. And we're going to take this cloud file, we're going to copy it into A. We're going to copy it into B. And we're going to take this Dragon 2 file, copy it into A. And we're going to take this. Well, that's all right. We'll make a new. We'll take dragons, which is Z. We're going to cut that, put him in A and in B. Okay. And then let's take, I don't know, Flume, sure. Cut Flume out, put him in just in B. So let's see what happens now when we run that. We did save this, right? Open up our console. We'll run, come on, properly size the console. There we go. CD slash, what did I call that folder? CD space. CD. No, Pop Rock? What? dot slash there, dot slash. Yeah, it's all right. Oh, did I do that all wrong? Test. Okay. Destination contains the folder test. B has only that in it. A has those in it. And I mean, it works. You might have to search for things, but they're only going to be in one location. I think that's good. I think that does what I want to do. So that's cool. We've made an awesome tool. I'm actually going to be able to use this. I'm going to check out for now. I'll be back later with some more fun projects. Until next time, have fun. Throw any ideas in the comments.